So with me now is Ambassador Majed Bamya, Deputy Permanent Observer of the State of Palestine to the UN. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for joining us here on the programme. A lot to get through. Let's start with the summit yesterday and the recognition of the State of Palestine by a number of Western states, France, Australia, the UK, Canada, amongst many others. I just want to get your reaction to that.
First, it's a reminder that we are entitled to liberty, that we are a people that has suffered from the denial of our rights for so long, and it is extremely meaningful. And it doesn't come in a vacuum, so it's not a symbolic gesture. It comes as part of a mobilization to save Gaza, to save Palestine, and to save peace in our region. What France did, what the UK did, what other countries did, is to say we will not allow the destruction of the Palestinian people or of the two-state solution, the only path to peace.
But in terms of whether it actually means anything on the ground, when we look at the destruction of Gaza, the ongoing onslaught by Israel, does it not feel symbolic in many ways? Because, I mean, even Marco Rubio in the last day has said this means nothing until the US isn't involved, until Israel doesn't recognize the State of Palestine and a two-state solution.
Well, we want the US to be involved. And Israel is very clear, this government, about its intentions. Netanyahu said again, I'm against the Palestinian state, I will never allow a Palestinian state. So does he call the shots, or the rest of the world has obligations and has a responsibility? We need to show voluntarism, not stand idly by till the situation improves. That will never work. And so it's not only recognition, it is measures to deter these kind of policies and to answer them. That's what the New York Declaration brings about. It's a vision about how the Palestinian Authority can take over in Gaza in a situation where Israel withdraws instead of trying to displace our population and to seize our land and to annex it and to colonize it, also as we see in the West Bank. It is a vision where you would have hostages released, prisoners released, where you have an end of the occupation-made famine, and where you would have finally the ability to bring in the region, the United States, and the rest of the world as actors for actual progress towards Palestinian independence and a two-state solution and regional integration for Israel if it chooses to end its occupation, but it shouldn't be a choice. They have an obligation to end this occupation.
Right now, the vision feels so far away from reality on the ground. In fact, the Israelis say there will be repercussions as a result of this. They're thinking about, the idea of annexation of the West Bank. Is this something that is of grave concern to you?
Of course it is extremely grave. They are doing annexation on the ground effectively. They are dispossessing communities as we speak. And therefore, we cannot ignore this reality. And that's why we say you need concrete measures to deter them, to stop them. As you would do with any country in the world, this idea that Israel is different, that nothing can be done but wait till it finally decides it is time to end this occupation. And it is doing, of course, horrible things to the Palestinians, but it's also very bad for Israel and the Israeli people as we move forward.
Would you then urge, the French president, the British Prime Minister, to put more pressure on Donald Trump, or at least impose further sanctions on Israel?
We want them to take measures as regards Israel until Israel fully complies with its obligations. But they say there's expectation from the Palestinian side. We have obligations, we have commitments, we are undertaking them. We are convinced there's only a peaceful path that leads to our independence and statehood. They are trying to prove us right, to show to our people that effectively this peaceful choice is the right one. And we hope that the US administration will arrive to the same conclusion. We are a partner for peace, and they need to empower us in this undertaking. And this Israeli government, its policies are destructive for Israel. What they're doing to the Palestinian people is unacceptable. We are not lesser beings, and that has to be stopped. And President Trump said he wants to end the war in Gaza. Ceasefire saves lives. The only way you save the lives of 2 million Palestinians, the only way you save the lives of the 20 Israeli hostages, is ceasefire. The 2 years of destruction are just bringing death and devastation.
Ambassador, do you believe, as part of the Palestinian leadership, that you have let down your people as well? That they don't have the kind of leadership that they deserve?
So again, we have to demonstrate to our people that the peaceful path we've chosen can stop what Israel is doing, can stop and end the occupation. And Israel will do everything to make us fail, to make the Palestinian Authority fail. It wants its collapse. Netanyahu was ready to allow money in for Hamas at the same time where he was blocking money from the Palestinian Authority. So we are very clear. We are telling our people this. We believe our people want a peaceful alternative. They are eager, especially in Gaza, to see these horrors end. Their children are dying before their eyes. They want peace. And you have to believe us, we want peace, we're acting for it. Judge us on our actions. We haven't killed a single Israeli in 2 years, while Israel was killing 65,000 Palestinians.
Well, they would accuse Hamas
Hamas killed, and we have said we denounce the killing of any civilian, Palestinian or Israeli, and on the 7th of October, the killing and taking of hostages by Hamas is condemnable. So we are very clear in our positions regarding that. But the Palestinian government did not kill Israelis. The Israeli government kills Palestinians. So we are a partner for peace. The U.S. administration must help us deliver at a partner in peace in Israel, so we are able to come together. We are appealing to the U.S. administration with Saudi Arabia and regional actors, with France and European and the international community, 142 countries coming together to send a message. We have a plan. We have a path to peace. This is the only alternative. The rest, this violence, it's an impasse. They can continue down this road. We've been at it for 80 years. Isn't it time for coexistence? Coexistence requires our existence, the recognition of our rights, and peace for Palestinians and Israelis, and security for Palestinians and Israelis.
Ambassador, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.